Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Hi everyone. So we have all kinds of things fiber arts related and more. There's all kinds of things you can find here, and everything from my own designs to stitch tutorials. And those stitch tutorials and designs can be found in knitted, needle tatted, crochet, Tunisian crochet, an array of things. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is when you will find stitch tutorials, pattern tutorials, what is it and how does it work, different types of stuff like that. So I try to keep them mixed up. So say crochet on Monday, something random on Tuesday, and knitting on Wednesday. So just maybe if you're not a crocheter and you see, oh, there's a crochet tutorial, that's not going to be the case for the next 2 days. Not normally. Sometimes that happens where it's back to back, but generally speaking, it is a mix every week of different styles of fiber arts. And it could be spinning, it could be the Addy knitting machine, lots of different things. Just poke around in the playlist if you want to get an idea as to all the different things that happen here on the channel. All right, Sunday is my podcast that goes over what I've been up to over this past week and what's to come, if I have anything upcoming. So with that being said, we have a few things finished here and that I would like to share with you. And the first one I'm going to show you is a support spindle whirl. Now I created the whole thing, used it on Thursday Night Live Spin and Chat, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you would like to join in and chit chat with us or go back and check it out. So I created the whirl. That's one of the things I've been working on. This is a support spindle, or otherwise known as Navajo spindle. So that is a lot of fun. I did it for the first time during Thursday night's Spin and Chat. That was a whole lot of fun. All right. The next thing that I finished was the eclipse single that I had spun up for the eclipse. I made a bat in honor of the eclipse. And then I have plied it together this past week with just a white, a really sparkly white. And so we have this really, really, really cool zebra looking yarn. Now, as far as yardage and stuff, we haven't got there yet. I need to allow this to soak, the fiber to bloom, and then I can run it through and check to see how many yards is there. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough to commemorate us having the eclipse. Another thing that I did just real quick was I made a basic on the Addy beanie, double layer. This is going to get thrown in to my ever so growing bag of hats for K&K Crochet, which they run Bumblebee MTN Outreach. So when I make hats, I design it and then I record. There's 2 hats. Those go in the bag as well. If you would like to know more about Bumblebee MTN Outreach, their information will be linked down below. I encourage you to go over and check out their channel. K&K Crochet is local to me. That's why we do this. So I have a big bag I will be taking with me to her not too long from now. So that is another completed object. So I also completed some beads. These beads were made for Sharon Loves Purple. Those will go with her drop spindle, and she'll get the drop spindle, that and some fiber to play around spinning and see what she thinks about spinning yarn. Another thing that I finished, well, kind of finished, I played around with, they need some tweaking, but I am working on some mildly ergonomic hooks. Just some really cool ergonomic hooks. This is a Susan Bates hook, and then I created the ergonomic handle to it. The reason I'm doing that is when I hold the hook, like I like to hold it, you can see where the end of it goes into the palm of my hand. That makes it uncomfortable. So I wanted something similar to like our furls that we like to use, that those of us that like to use the ergonomic handles or the Yarnology hooks, something that goes past my hands. Now, I have firmer, arthritic, big hands, so I need a big handle. But that goal was just to have something that goes past and is comfortable in my hand, not causing an issue. So I've made a couple. They need some tweaking, you know, and I'm also still working on designing different things for that. Also this week, I made my very first glass bead. One. I managed to get one, but I'm pretty proud of it. So there it is. Get my fingers out of the way. But I'm pretty proud of that little glass bead there. It took a lot to get that done. Also, I finished this week. Bag-O-Day Crochet had put out her finished video, her finish up the Shawl A Long video, and I jumped on it. I was still awake. I jumped on it right away. And if you watched last week's podcast, you knew that I was probably going to run out of the very discontinued yarn that I was using for her Shawl A Long, and going to add some of my own hand spun yarn, as well as my own beads to it, my own handmade beads. So let's make sure we got it on the right side. We do. I think we do. Yes. Okay. So here we are. So I will insert a couple of pictures here. Okay, so that is the finished shawl, and I am in love with it. I really, really love the fact that I could incorporate some of my own handmade yarn, as well as some of my own handmade beads into this beautiful pattern that Crystal at Bag-O-Day has created. So if you haven't seen it or hadn't heard about it, she has a Shawl A Long going on, and it is finished now, actually, and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful shawl, and she did an awesome job. I know she said many times, I hate doing these. I don't like doing these, but you did a wonderful job, Crystal. I really enjoyed the Shawl A Long. So thank you very much. I know it's time consuming. I completely understand, but it was well worth it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And a lot of people did. So thank you again, Crystal at Bag-O-Day Crochet, for the beautiful shawl pattern and the time you took to show us how to make it. Thank you so much. Also in my channel here, we have a tee pattern coming out that is a lacy tee. You could create this into a complete cover-up if you wanted to, longer, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of different things you could do with this. But this is the tutorial, and it's put together a little differently than I've seen anywhere. But one of the best parts is the collaboration. I have cotton yarn from Dawn Aaron, Loving Hands Creations, and I created a pattern to use that yarn. So that collab is awesome. I love stuff like that where it brings together other content creators, and we actually are working on a little something. You might get a taste of it coming up this Thursday evening for Thursday evening Spin and Chat. Got a little something brewing, y'all. But this is a tutorial that is coming out. There is not a written pattern for it. It is just coming out. It is just coming out next week, and that will be the big video for the week. Tuesday and Wednesday will probably just be stitch tutorials or what is it and how does it work style. So, or maybe if I get a good response, maybe I'll record playing with glass. And what do you think, guys? Should I do a video for Tuesday and Wednesday? Not necessarily tutorial, but demonstration as to me playing with glass. What do you think? Let me know what you think down in the comments section. If you want to see that on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'd be happy to do that. I'm looking forward to playing with a little bit of glass again. So let me know down in the comment sections if that's something you would be interested in. And if so, we'll get a video recorded for Tuesday or Wednesday on doing some glass. If there is anything that you are looking at that you would like a little more information about, please, by all means, if you would comment down below and let me know what you would like to know a little bit more about, or a stitch that you just can't seem to figure out and you would like a tutorial, let me know. I would be more than happy. It can be in knitting, it can be in crochet, pretty much just about anything. We can just work through it. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, I would like to. So that is it for me today. I'm going to keep a few secrets. Just keep an eye out. We've got a collab going on, a few of us, and I am so excited about it. But I gotta break off here. I can't tell you about it. We gotta keep it in suspense a little bit longer. All right, everyone. So I'm going to get together the slideshow and you'll see that next. Thank you, each and every one of you who share your pictures every week of what you've been up to, whether it be in an email or you send it to me in Instagram or Facebook group. If you have Facebook and you didn't know, you can join our Facebook group, answer the few questions, and you're automatically in. If you don't have Facebook or Instagram, you can always email them to me. And just let me know somewhere that you did email me pictures in a comment, so that way I know to go look and check the spam folder, because sometimes things get shuffled over to spam and we don't know it until the time has already passed. So after that, we have our membership credits. There was lots of gifted memberships. So if you are seeing this video a day earlier than it's normally released, that is because you received a membership from somebody. They don't reach out and say, I want this person. It's random. YouTube picks them. They just graciously have gifted the channel memberships to a certain amount of people. So thank you all for doing that. And those channel memberships get credit on a slideshow at the end of my Sunday podcast. So thank you. Thank each and every one of you. Be blessed and be a blessing. Bye for now. Bye.